كمان مع بعض حننقل على محطة جديدة لجامعة جديدة. بدي ارجع اذكركم نحن اللي عم نعمله حاليا مع بعضنا انه عم ننتقل من محطة لمحطة، من جامعة لجامعة، ناخذ معلومات كافية وافية عن البرامج الموجودة، وحتى انتم تسمعوا وتسجلوا وتعرفوا اكثر تفاصيل عن هذه الجامعات حتى تكون عملية ايسر. ولكن نحن ما عم نلعب دور الطالب، اكيد انتم كطلاب الافضل الاولى والانجع انه تفوتوا على الجامعة، على موقع الجامعة، على البوث اللي نحن مخصصينه للجامعة بالمعرض لحتى تسألوا أسئلتكم التفصيلية. نحن عم نسأل الأسئلة العامة يلي عم يطرحوها أكبر عدد من الطلاب والأهالي يلي عم توصلنا على مواقعنا، على صفحات شركة آيجك وعلى أرقامنا الواردة قدامكم. فيكم تحكونا واتساب، تبعتوا الاسم وتبعتوا اسم الجامعة اللي حابين تطرحوا عليه السؤال، وطبعا تفصيل السؤال بشكل مرتب لحتى احنا نطرحه على مندوب الجامعة ونساعدكم بانه نجيب الاجوبة اللازمة. نحن ما عم نلعب دوركم، نحن عم نساعدكم اكثر بانه نأمن الاسئلة والاجوبة بشكل سريع ومباشر. حننقل مع بعض هلا على جامعة ملبورن، حنفوت سوا على الموقع على آيجك جلوبال، كمان ننزل لتحت نبرم على اللوجو الشعار لملبورن يونيفرسيتي ونفوت عليها سوا. هيدا البوث تبع ملبورن يونيفرسيتي، المعلومات الكاملة عن الجامعة فينا نحتفظ فيها على اللابتوب تبعنا، وحنفوت سوا لنشوف المحادثة اللي عم تدور مع مستر جون. Mr. John ممثل الجامعة. Mr. John, good afternoon, sir. Mr. John, how are you, sir?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. Please open up the camera so you can see us. We are in a live interview through our pages, through IJIC pages. So please open up the camera so you can see us and our viewers can see you.
Yeah, the camera should be on.
Now, open our camera. Give us the access.
I don't think I've got that feature. Let me hold on.
We can see you, but can you see us? You cannot see us, right?
No, I cannot.
You need to give us the permission. Open up the camera for us.
I don't have that ability. I'm not the host of this.
Yes, Wissam, I'm working for that.
Okay, our IT department is trying to help you with that. So let's start up with telling our viewers more about the University of Melbourne, the beautiful University of Melbourne, your location, and about the departments and the huge space that Melbourne University occupies, please.
Yeah, absolutely. So the University of Melbourne is, part of the prestigious group of 8 universities here in Australia. We are Australia's leading university. It ranked #1 in Australia, ranked number 32 in the world, and our global employability of graduate students is ranked at #7 in the world. So what's important about that is that companies all across the globe are looking for University of Melbourne students once they graduate with the skills that they learn through our programs, make them very employable throughout the whole world. So the University of Melbourne is located just outside the city of Melbourne, here in Victoria, Australia. So where you'll see behind me the grounds in this autumn weather, and it's a beautiful place to be, and we're looking forward to all being back on campus very soon.
Well, actually, we and our viewers can see the video of the university and how big and how green the university occupies a great and big space of land. It's a green, beautiful buildings, and it seems actually very welcoming for students. And from here, I want to ask you, how welcoming is Melbourne University for foreign students, especially for Arab students, please?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a huge number of international students making up the university. So we have about 50,000 students studying with us, and we have students from over 130 countries. So there's a huge number of international students as well as local students. Probably about 40% of the university is made up with international students. So very welcoming. As well as all the courses and programs, we have a huge number of clubs and societies. So over 200 of these clubs and societies where students can join, and a great way to meet other students from other countries. But it will help local, those students sort of make friends and everything, but also maybe if they're feeling a little bit homesick or they're wanting some local culture in these clubs, then we have these groups and gatherings and food opportunities for these students. So there's a great sense of community and welcoming for all of our international students.
Beautiful. So you are a very international university. You have 50,000 international students, which is a huge number. And as an international student, the student needs to deal with who? With the student affairs department or the international office? As a foreigner, where shall he go?
Probably the best bet is to speak to the faculty first. So within each faculty at the university, we have a huge student services team that can help any students, whether they're local or international.
Beautiful. So how did you deal with coronavirus issue?
Sorry, can you repeat that, please?
How did you deal with the coronavirus issue in terms of direct learning or online teaching? And how did you support your students, especially the foreigners?
Yep, sure. So, and obviously, you know, it is a terrible time for us all, whether in Australia or overseas. So we pivoted and transitioned quite early to a virtual campus. So unfortunately, at the moment, students cannot come onto the campus. Here in Melbourne, we do have a what's called a stage 4 lockdown. So we have a curfew in the evenings. So between 8 p.m. and 5 in the morning, there is a curfew. You must stay at home. And even during the daytime, we're only allowed out for 1 hour for exercise and for, you know, essential services, really. So we pivoted to a virtual campus. So all of our students are studying online, and it's a really close-knit community. So not only all the classes are online, but like I mentioned, the clubs, the societies, and great ways to actually meet students whilst they might not be here in Melbourne, or if they are, just being able to connect online in forums such as this, on social and on Zoom as well.
Well, we wish it gets better in Australia and all over the world. Please stay safe. I want to learn from you about the range of the tuition fees in Melbourne University. Let's talk about, for example, bachelor program in business. For example.
Yep. So our fees are about $42,000 per year. So our bachelor programs, we do a 3-year bachelor, and so a 3-year undergraduate degree. We're looking at about $42,000 for that. Students wanting to take masters, they range between 2 to 3 years. And again, looking at about $42,000 per year for the master's program.
$42,000, this is Australian dollars, right?
Australian dollars, yes.
Okay, and do you grant scholarships based on merit on the grades of high school?
Yeah, so our scholarships are academic merit based. So we will have a look at the time of application. Depends on the scholarship, but often the student doesn't need to submit an extra application. It will be automatically assessed at the time of the application. So students coming out of the high school, we will look at their grades depending on which curriculum they've studied, and then that will go to our admissions team, which will then go to our scholarships team, and hopefully they'll be eligible and successful in a scholarship with us.
Beautiful. Mr. John, how can a student be eligible to participate in your exchange programs? And please tell us more about the exchange program that Melbourne University provides for its students.
Yeah, so we work with over 200 universities around the world. So students might have that opportunity to study maybe one semester abroad. So they might want to, study in New York or in London or in Paris. It really depends on the kind of program that they're doing and the partnership that we have. But we have a study abroad and exchange department where students can meet with them and discuss their options and then apply for a study abroad program.
And how can a student be eligible to apply for such a program?
It would depend on the course that they're studying, but there's often an opportunity for that if that's what they wish to do.
So is it based on their grades?
Yeah, it's a combination of a few things, but we would certainly look at their grades and then obviously to see what opportunities are available in the destination that they're wishing to exchange with.
Okay, sir. Thank you for your time. We'll be back to talk to you through the days about your experience in our fair and about how serious are the students that you talked to and how happy are you in your participation. Thank you for your time. We'll be back to you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.